As the man was climbing the building, a bizarre scene unfolded. He had only intended to sneak into the neighboring room by climbing along the outer edge of the high-rise, but to his shock, the only two windows left in the entire building were those of his own room. Climb back to his room, 1408. What was even stranger was that the evacuation map on the door now only showed room 1408. Confused, he peered through the peephole, only to see a wall blocking the hallway. As he turned around, the window had transformed into a wall as well. The entire room 1408 had turned into a sealed cage, losing it. But in that moment of despair, he thought of a secret weapon and hurried to grab his laptop from his bag. To his surprise, he was able to connect to the hotel's Wi-Fi. He quickly made a video call to his ex-wife, telling her he was trapped in room 1408 at the Dolphin Hotel in New York, and begged her to come rescue him. But he was out of his mind. They'd been divorced for years. Why would she come to the hotel? But just then the room's sprinkler system activated. Suddenly, it started pouring rain from the ceiling. But the laptop was drenched, emitting smoke, and his last shred of hope evaporated. As the water level in the room rose, Furious and smashed it at the device, successfully stopping the water flow. That's when he noticed the vent above him. Maybe he could escape through the ventilation ducts and reach another room. Opened the vent and gathered all his strength to crawl through. But after just a few steps, realized was that he had crawled right back into his own room. Shortly after, the temperature in the room suddenly dropped. Within seconds, the entire room was covered in a thick layer of frost. It felt like winter had arrived. To make matters worse, the air conditioning broke down, but he used it to start a small fire on the hotel floor. Just as he sank deeper into despair, his ex-wife's voice came through the laptop. He rushed over and opened it. Sure enough, she was anxiously calling for him, asking where he was. She told him the police had gone to room 1408 at the Dolphin Hotel, but it was empty. He knew his ex-wife wasn't lying, but the room was just too strange. Helpless, he told her to forget about it, but she insisted on coming to the hotel to check it out. It would only take her 15 minutes to get there. Stopped her, urging her not to come. Then, out of nowhere, the screen on his computer showed another version of himself, shouting at his ex-wife to hurry and go to the hotel anxiously, telling her not to come. But at that moment, his ex-wife couldn't hear a single word he said. She could only hear the voice of the man inside the screen. The ex-wife still listened to the other version of herself and hung up the video call. On the screen, her double suddenly revealed a sinister smile. In confusion, the entire room began to shake violently, as if struck by a massive earthquake. Moments later, a furious storm broke out overhead, and even the paintings on the wall started to move. Losing his mind, he smashed the painting to pieces. When he regained consciousness, he found himself lying on a beach. Soon after, he was taken to Los Angeles Second People's Hospital. As he opened his eyes, he saw his ex-wife sitting beside him. She told him that while surfing the day before, he had accidentally hit his head and nearly drowned in the Pacific Ocean. Luckily, some bystanders had rescued him in time. New York, not Los Angeles. He told her everything that had just happened, but his ex-wife only laughed and said his brain really must have taken in some water. Obviously, it was post-traumatic confusion. Under her care, all those bizarre events had been nothing more than a nightmare. After a period of rest, he finally returned to his writing. He turned that strange experience into a heavily dramatized novel. Before long, the book was complete. But just as he was about to mail the manuscript to the publisher, something terrifying at the post office. The staff behind the counters were all employees from the Dolphin Hotel. What on earth was happening?